Hey everybody, welcome to Common Comic Covers, a review where we review comic books. This week we're continuing with our Born Again run from Frank Miller and the awesome David Mazzucchelli. We are on 231, so we have 3 to go, including this one, 2 after it. Brief synopsis of Daredevil 231 saved. We start off more or less. Matt is training. He is lifting weights. He's back. Kingpin is well aware that Matt Murdock is back. He's in his boardroom. He's kind of in the place now in his life where if you're not for him, you're against him, and he's going to take you out. Ben, this story, the last 2 stories have kind of centered around Ben. Urich, sorry, Foggy. He is giving a statement to the cops about the corrupt cop that talked to him. So apparently, before Nurse Ratched killed the bad cop was able to give Ben some details. So Ben makes a statement to the police. They put a guard with Ben. And then flashback. I love that Nurse Ratched has been in like the last 3 issues. Like she's playing this kind of minor character. I thought she was just going to be like a one and done, but there's a witness. And so, Ben saw her. So they want to send her to Arizona. You got to get out of town. Yep. They might be looking for her. And she was like, I don't want to go to Arizona. So she goes after Ben, and Ben comes home, and she's trying to kill Doris, but the cop starts beating up. They get into a fight. Nurse Ratched holds her own. I mean, it was not an easy victory for the big.
I think she wins.
6-foot cop. No, he wins.
No, Daredevil beats her up after she beat him up.
Oh, I thought she was all handcuffed. Did Daredevil handcuff her?
Yeah, that's this scene right here.
Oh,
that's Daredevil. That's Daredevil. He's just in his civilian clothes.
I thought that was the cop.
Mm-mm.
Oh, well, far out. Anyway, either way.
Yeah, the cop has the blue coat, like the.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Gotcha. The blue threw me off, I guess. Anyway, that doesn't really make the story. It doesn't make it any different. Yeah. And so that happens, and then Karen Page. Kingpin. Kingpin goes to the prisons and is looking for somebody. So remember the last issue, he was having a Daredevil costume made. So he pulls this guy out of prison who's a little unstable and gives him the Daredevil costume and sends him to Foggy's house to kill Foggy and Karen. Meanwhile, Karen's pimp is back in the picture. So we have a bit of a battle out in the streets outside of Foggy's house. Daredevil comes in though and beats up the fake Daredevil, the psychopath Daredevil that was there to kill Karen and Foggy. And then I love the shot where Daredevil takes the guy's costume. Because the guy that made the fake Daredevil costume is the guy that made the Daredevil costume, so it is an authentic Daredevil costume.
That's right.
So he steals it off the psychopath guy. He reunites with Karen. They see each other again.
Reunited.
Warm embrace, and then Ben is pounding out the story. He's given the business, and then that's the end of Daredevil 231. Andy, give me your take. What's your hot take on Daredevil 231?
Yeah, I'm gonna steal something from you. So this is the first one.
Oh, I know.
The splash page. I think he is decided he's not gonna be the punching bag anymore.
Yeah,
that's
Let's talk about this. Let's talk about this because that was a big deal to me. So this is the 4th segment of the Born Again. In the first 3, the splash page has Matt laying on a bed.
Yeah,
and the condition of the bed and the situation is connected to where Matt is in life in the story. Goes from being in his house, asleep in the bed, to being on Skid Row in a shady hotel, and then the next one he's in an
Homeless.
alley,
Yeah.
and then the last one. Sorry, no, that's the first four. Excuse me. Then last week he's in a hospital bed, but it's like
That's right.
he's like Christ on the cross kind of thing. And then
Yep.
this week I was so excited because I'm like, okay, what's going to be this week?
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
he's in the boxing ring at a punching bag.
Yeah.
So you can't do what you did the last four issues with the splash page if you've done what you've done this issue for a reason. Mazzucchelli and Frank Miller were they're intentional the whole way through. So
Yeah.
I yeah. So what did you say? You're like he's
Tired of being
I
a punching bag. At, and
okay
my okay, and when are you most vulnerable? It's when you're asleep too. So I feel like it's
right
like, yeah,
right
yeah, yeah,
yeah yeah. That's what I was thinking. Like sleeping is a passive kind of action,
yeah.
and I'm not going to deal with right. I mean, it's okay if you go to bed at night. It's not like you're being a coward.
You're
Cowards,
people are allowed to sleep, I guess.
losers. um, but no, I think I'm thinking we're saying the same thing there. Where
Yeah,
he's sleeping, he's weak. When you're sleeping, you're not
yeah. Vulnerable.
you're
Yeah,
not active. You're vulnerable.
yeah, yeah,
And in this one, I think it is. I mean, the boxing ring. It's not that's intentional because that's getting back to who he is.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, so I really like that. Um, did you want to move on from there, or you want to do? I'll keep going. I'll move on to my thing. Jeremy's dying. So, so and then the other thing that got me about this book, you have the first like the setup, and then after that it's just like action, just constant action. You have the grim like the Nurse Ratchet. Once she gets into that apartment, it's just action. Like Ben Uller gets taken out, she takes out the cop, and then you find that like his wife is being she's hanged her, but she's not dead yet.
Yeah,
It was really a rough scene. This is
I think this is where, yeah, piggyback on what you said there. If you've read
yeah,
any 1950s, 1960s pulp crime
yeah,
novels, especially some a big influence of Frank Miller was Mickey Spillane. This issue is a mini version of some of those pulps where yeah, I mean even the scene at the very end where it's almost like a tragedy of Shakespeare where there's five different people dead.
oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay,
But that's a very 1950s 1960s kind of pulp
Mickey
theme.
Spillane,
Mickey Spillane, yeah,
Spillane.
it's good stuff.
Yeah. Let's see. What else did I like about it? I'm happy for Karen that she's reunited with her, but she
Yeah.
breaks. She breaks again. She's still
I'm
weak.
done with Karen. Do we need her in this story? We do. I know it's coming.
Yeah. Oh,
We
I
do.
don't
We do
remember
need
what,
her.
but she kicked the whole story off too.
Yeah, I mean,
So
she started this whole mess, so
yeah, she's really been the fly in the ointment here.
yeah. But and I think this says just to really be nerds here, right? Think of what she did and what she put him through, and I think he knows. I mean, he's Daredevil, right? He's got to know. Maybe he doesn't. I can't remember. It's been a few years since I've read the whole thing, so I'm
Yeah,
trying to think
what
what's coming. But right, look at I mean, just if he does know, what an act of what a Matt Murdock thing to do right there.
I read this and
And now I run to you.
I'm trying to because at this point, I don't think he knows Karen is here. So at some point during
Yeah,
this,
sure, sure.
he finds out. So when is he hears about,
Well, it's the fight in the alleyway when they're the gunfight, and Karen goes down there to she's running back to Paulo
but he's coming to save them because he heard
about the
uh
psychopath. She goes because she doesn't want Foggy to get killed, so she's like, "Paulo's up here. He's coming after you. He wants me." So she goes down in the alley. I don't even know what happens to Foggy. Foggy gets like knocked out or something.
Yeah, she hits him with a plant because she wants to go
Yeah, that's
down
what it is.
and
Yeah,
take Paulo.
yeah. And
Okay,
I think
so
that's where Matt sees. That's where Matt
this,
first sees.
yeah, because he's just trying to save Foggy at this point. He's on top of the
Oh,
car.
he's at the. Isn't he at the diner, Matt? He's like the
Yes,
creepy
he is
guy. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
with
He's at the
Ben,
diner. Yeah,
but he hears the phone call from the well, after he saves Ben, he gets a phone call. Ben gets a phone call, and it's the costume guy, and he's like, "I need to talk to you tonight." And so then the Daredevil goes to the costume guy that night, and
yeah.
then
That's
he
right.
tells him, "Oh, I'm making a costume," and he's like, "Oh, it's
That's right.
okay,
Yeah,
make it." And then you see Daredevil on the top of the car. You can hear them talking about what the
that's
bad
right.
guy's gonna do.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
So yeah, he this is when he sees he
Well, it's just that continuation of what Kingpin has been trying to do. This whole story is this setting Matt Murdock up to look guilty. So in this case, it's going to look like Daredevil killed
oh
his
yeah.
best friend
Yeah,
Foggy.
yeah. Oh yeah.
And they know, and he knows that Karen Page is there too. So he's like, "Oh, this is perfect."
Yeah. And
But Matt's back, right?
yeah.
Daredevil's back.
I'm
Love it.
wondering at one point he heard Karen's heartbeat or like could tell Karen was in around and he came and tried to saved her. That's great. Good
Good.
best book in the series yet, in my
I
opinion
think
too.
so. I think so.
Yeah.
I needed a little bit more Kingpin in it, but I liked how
Yeah.
they kind of started with now he is kind of reeling a little bit.
Hmm.
He's showing his weakness
It's
in that
amazing. The
Matt,
board.
I
Oh
did
god.
all of this and that guy is still alive.
Yeah.
And the one board member's like, "Hey, I totally support you," but starts questioning him and he's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
break his legs.
Yeah. I'm like this is this is at least the Kingpin's board of directors has courage enough to stand up to the CEO.
Yeah, which is funny because the last episode, not that we've done this the whole time, but the last episode of the show, this season one, there's a lot of that's exactly what the Kingpin is doing. Um, that's where he's at. He's starting to kill off people that aren't for him or that are,
Okay.
he's like, he asks his chief of staff, whoever has, has not fully on board with my plan, send them home. But then
Mm,
there's a few that he goes ahead and sends them somewhere else.
somewhere else. Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, there was a connection there, but I mean that's just kind of the Kingpin. That's not necessarily
Yeah.
a connection between the story and the show. But
Ruthless. Yeah.
yeah, I mean what a great series. Love it. Great.
Yeah.
I agree. I think this was the best book of the bunch.
So is that 231?
Pretty
Is that
sure we
right?
said that about every single one of them.
Two
That was
231.
231
Well,
saved. Yep.
the first one I read, the first two were really hard to read because they're so he was really getting broken down as a
Yeah,
character. But
that's true.
okay, I'm gonna wrap us up. As Ringo Starr says, peace, love, and that's to send out peace, love, good vibes to everybody. Have a good
Yeah.
time. Enjoy the Fantastic Four trailer. Enjoy life. It's okay. Right.